But yeah, Gamescom is happening right now. A lot of big announcements coming out of it. Little Nightmares 3, they showed off some extended looks at Alan Wake 2. But more importantly, and perhaps most importantly at all, Mortal Kombat's bringing back fucking Shujinko. Of all the characters that they could be bringing back in any capacity, it is the dude who is at least partially responsible for the original timeline collapsing to begin with. That sounds like nonsense to me. Let me go ahead and break this down for you. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance is a roughly early 2000s fighting game by Midway, prior to its going bankrupt, selling off all its properties, and Warner Brothers buying up NetherRealm Studios to continue the Mortal Kombat series. The plot of Deadly Alliance is that the sorcerers Quan Chi and Shang Tsung... We're going to be talking about Mortal Kombat for a little bit here, so please, get comfortable. The sorcerers Quan Chi and Shang Tsung decide, hey, we're going to go ahead and team up, kill Liu Kang, and resurrect the Dragon King Onaga's army. So they do that. Canonically, the way that story ends is that Quan Chi and Shang Tsung win. They beat the champions of Earthrealm, they beat Raiden, and then they turn on each other and Quan Chi kills Shang Tsung. Chang Sheng, the fucking pet snake thing from Genshin? No, Shang Tsung. Keep up. So, without like giving him any time to celebrate his victory, the Dragon King Onaga rolls up into his palace with all of his undead warriors. It's just like, sup, fucker. And Quan Chi's just like, oh, fuck. And then, like, Shang Tsung and Raiden get better? Like, okay, Raiden's a god, so, like, you know, maybe respawning is just kind of like a thing he does. And Shang Tsung has already died several times and is a fucking necromancer, so, okay, sure. We can suspend our disbelief here and assume that they just get better from death. Okay. They both stand up, and they're just like, okay, it's time for the good guy, bad guy team-up to defeat the greater evil. So they all go take on Onaga. Onaga kicks their fucking ass. Like, Onaga is just like, y'all, really? And he just fucking beats the shit out of them. So Raiden's just like, fuck, we're not winning this. And he creates this little thunder orb that he then detonates, and it kills everybody in the room. Except for the Dragon King. Like, Dragon King fucking no-sells Raiden's final, taking you with me spell. Alright, so, whole thing happens to defeat the Dragon King. Okay. But, in the process of destroying himself to destroy the Dragon King, Raiden then respawns once more, but now he's, like, full of hate and really cynical, and he doesn't have, like, hope in the champions of Earthrealm anymore. So he gets, like, this cool, edgy look, and he starts calling himself Dark Raiden. He doesn't actually call himself Dark Raiden, but it's generally accepted that this is Dark Raiden, the dark version of the character Raiden. Dark Raiden, in his disillusionment with the spirit of humanity, decides that, hey, this big-ass pyramid that just showed up, that, like, there's this big fiery man standing at the top of it, proclaiming that, like, he needs to be defeated by one of two dudes in order to, stop Armageddon from happening. I'm gonna go ahead and, go take care of that shit so that I can save Earthrealm because they can't save themselves. And you know how I'm gonna do it? I'm gonna team up with Shao Kahn, who is going to pinky promise me, swear, you guys, absolutely, he's definitely going to go through with this, that if he wins, he'll give Earthrealm full protection. So Dark Raiden and Shao Kahn team up. And they actually get all the way to the top of this pyramid, where this fiery man named Blaze is standing, and he needs to be defeated to bestow untold power onto the victor, in order to reshape the realm and prevent Armageddon. Shao Kahn, predictably, betrays the fuck out of Raiden. And it's just like, yo, Raiden, fuck you. I'm gonna rule the universe. So Raiden sends a message back in time saying he must win to his self in the past, circa Mortal Kombat 1, and that's where Mortal Kombat 9 happens and we get our first universe reset. Now you may be wondering how Shujinko fits into all this, and why I'm so fucking shocked that this guy is still around. Well, the reason is that Shujinko is responsible for resurrecting the Dragon King Onaga in the first fucking place. This motherfucker was duped by Onaga in some sort of wacko spirit form to collect the Kami Dogu, which are basically, like, I think it translates to God tools. They're the fucking Chaos Emeralds. They're the goddamn Dragon Balls. That's all they fucking are. So, this motherfucker goes traversing through all the realms of reality, finds the Kami Dogu in each realm, brings them all back, and just like, yo, I've assembled the Kami Dogu. And this takes like 60 years, so he's like an old dude now. He's just like, yo, I've assembled the Kami Dogu. Does this mean that I've saved the world and can now compete in Mortal Kombat? And then Onaga strolls up to the space between spaces, just like, yo, idiot, the Kami Dogu helped me resurrect, and now I'm going to rule the world. Tricked you, fucker. And then he strolls off to go basically cause the chain of events that's going to destroy the original timeline. Now might be a good time to mention that Shujinko is just the Japanese word for protagonist. This is a character named main character. Like, it's the dumbest fucking thing. So, okay. Shujinko's an idiot. The original timeline fucking collapses, and MK9 starts, right? Okay. Prior to the release of Mortal Kombat X, the 10th game in the series, a comic book series from DC Comics was published. In it, Shujinko reappears, because if there's one thing that Mortal Kombat likes to do in their spin-off material, it's bring back characters you wouldn't expect. Shujinko's busy getting fucking duped again, this time by Havoc, a cleric of chaos. Don't think too hard about how much sense there being a cleric for something like chaos is. It doesn't fucking matter. So, this motherfucker gets tricked again by Havoc, and is forced to face the good guys in that comic, and they beat his ass. Later, in Mortal Kombat X proper, in Cassie Cage's ending for arcade mode, she is advised of somebody who is going around potentially threatening the safety of the realms. So she heads off to face this mighty foe, and it turns out it's Shujinko, and she fucking kills him. Okay. The rest of that timeline happens. Mortal Kombat 11 happens. The timeline gets reset again. Raiden's immortal now. Liu Kang is Fire God Liu Kang. Okay. Shujinko is a fucking assist character in Mortal Kombat 1. This motherfucker had a huge role in destroying the original timeline and has been allowed to exist through 2 fucking universe resets. And just, there's no justice in the world. Shujinko sucks. And I think it's really funny that he's back. Anyways, let's play Breath of the Wild. And stop talking about Mortal Kombat. Anytime I see this thumbnail, it looks like the Master Sword is all wobbly. Yeah, Audrey's told me the same thing. Also, hi, Gray. I didn't say hi to you at first because I was too busy talking about Shujinko. I'm sorry. Kingdom Hearts haters need to look into Mortal Kombat lore. Mortal Kombat is one of those things where it's just like, I could go, like, a year without talking about it, and then something will, like, snap in my brain, and I'll remember, oh yeah, I was obsessed with that for, like, a decade.